Yeah! Welcome, everybody, to the One Shot Killers podcast. I'm your host, hardcore icon, Brent Scott Newman, with your co-host, the king of bong style, JoJo Valvano. Sir, how you doing?
I'm doing great, good brother. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Just got done eating a brownie. What? Just got done working all day. What? I leave out for vacation in a few days. What? And I'm talking about, like, bro. Like, look, I get paid on Monday. It's not that far. But man, you ever get where you're on that crunch time and you're scraping up that last little bit?
Yeah.
Man, I shook my grinders like this, clapping the metal against each other like cheeks, bro. And fucking I was only able to get half a bowl, but I didn't think I had half a bowl. So thank you, Jesus.
At least you got something. That's all that matters, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And shit, bro, I know you got that Keith bowl ready. So, shit, I'm ready for this. And then I got 3 pins. So, I'm ready, good brother.
All right, man. 3,
2, 1. Oh, shit. I almost lit the wrong part of the lighter. 3, 2, 1. Burn. Oh shit!
Oh, I feel that Keith.
That's what I'm telling you, bro. That shit's powerful.
Oh, good old H2. I just swallowed my spit on accident, man. That was not good. Have you ever done that?
Yeah, I spit all the time when I spit on here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit! And that cleared that.
Oh.
Yeah. Only thing that sucked about having half a bowl, but thankfully, where that was, I have my little pins, so I can make up for this. So, Joel Joe's killing himself over there.
What flavor is that?
Girl Scout cookies. I just gotta get. You're gonna laugh at this, but I gotta get it to bust. So, on pen, and so what I mean by that is, so
I know what you mean by that.
Wax can build up in the mouthpiece, so you gotta get it. You gotta bust the wax to get the airflow through, and so you always gotta get it to bust. And then, like earlier today at work, it busted in my mouth and wax came out. No, not like that. This is a family show.
Bro, I just smoked. I can't take shit serious when I smoke.
I know,
I'm like
but
one of those.
Man, I'm talking about hitting a pin, and I said,
I know what you're talking about.
And then there's him over here dying.
Oh, funny.
I bet, bro, you're just thinking, damn. Well, we can't say it on the show. We'll get canceled. But I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
I'll text you about it after this.
Yeah, man. But, bro, I'm excited for the 2023 draft. Like, I think they got some. I'm hoping Vince McMahon isn't going to take over this bullshit.
He's not. Did you read the Instagram message I sent you?
No.
Do you have your phone next to you?
Where is that? Oh, right there. Let me check it out.
All right, because I got to, man, I'm going to keep making you laugh with this, but I got to get this to bust anyway, so you got a minute.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're all good. I know it's funny. Me and my boss were laughing about it earlier, too.
Just that fuck, I already forgot what I was looking for. Yeah.
Our Instagram messages. It's the first one I sent you with Vince's face on it.
Oh, of course. Evil Vince. That's all I got to see.
Yeah, no, this is El Vinco with his Mexican mustache.
Oh, my God.
God damn. This thing just does not want to bust.
Vince McMahon not undercutting Triple H with SmackDown after Raw. Just no, that's not it.
It's the first one. It's the first one. Go to our regular chat, just mine into Jojo Valvano account, and fucking it's the very first Vince text I sent today. Because I gotta get a knife to get this to bust anyways.
It says, yeah, it's this one though, because. Hold on, it might be the other one. Let me check.
All right.
Because I don't think it's this one, because... Damn, Vince. Why can't he just go away?
Oh, finally.
Why?
Got bust.
That's what she said.
Man, this thing had erectile dysfunction. We're 6 minutes in.
That's what she said.
You know,
I'm sorry. Wait, this one? Oh, wait, that's Randy. What am I doing?
You're an asshole.
Yeah, I know. This one? You see Vince?
Yes. Now read it. What the description
Yeah,
says.
that's what I read. I said Vince McMahon not undercutting Triple H with SmackDown after this. Wait, see, no, I said the draft. I didn't say.
Oh yeah, but if you read what that means, he's not kicking Triple H out of creative. When he's not undercutting him, he's not taking Triple H out ahead of creative spot.
Yeah, but still, I don't believe that bullshit, man. Like, I just got a bad feeling about this. I hope I'm wrong, but I just feel like Vince is gonna screw us all over in the end.
Yeah, bust.
That's what she said.
No, oh no, 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 oh no, no. But bro, now you're talking about the draft. Triple H is still doing creative. Vince got on the headset after Triple H went to go give his speech on Raw, and so fucking he was quote unquote having a little fun, is the way he put it.
Can the dude just go away? Let's just go on vacation, go do some things, just leave the company to Triple H and make the money. That's literally all you have to do. But instead, he just wants to be there and be a dick.
Well, he's a little bastard.
More than a little bastard.
And shit. Fucking now, what I'm hoping is that the draft, the first two picks, all right, we're gonna see Roman Reigns going to Monday Night Raw. He's been on SmackDown since 2019. So I think a switch is finally overdue. So
Yeah.
Roman would go to Raw. And then, secondly, I would say, see, Gunther, yeah, Gunther's going to be my number one pick. He's staying on SmackDown as the Intercontinental Champion.
AJ's going to SmackDown.
Okay.
And Seth Rollins as well.
Oh shit! So your first two picks go to SmackDown.
Yeah, and then Monday Night Raw will get.
These nuts.
Sheamus and Drew McIntyre.
Oh shit! Sheamus and Drew are going to Raw. All right. Well, shit, I'm gonna get into the Divas division here.
The women's.
The women's division.
How dare you say Divas?
My bad. Alexa Bliss and Bray Wyatt are going to SmackDown. And
We're
then
really glad that
you're our friend. And this is a friend they'll never ever end. And you can't let SmackDown have everybody. That's where they fucked up last time. So LA Knight, is going to Monday Night Raw. And see, hypothetically, let's say Randy Orton's returned. Randy Orton is going to Monday Night Raw.
I could see that. I could see that. For the women, though, on my side, I would pick.
Oh yeah, I forgot the female going to Raw. Shit. I think I think they could honestly be doing a lot more with Shotzi Blackheart. So I think if we set her by herself, not in a tag team, just by herself, I think Shotzi Blackheart could have a chance on Raw.
I agree. But so is this involving NXT? So this is all three
Yeah.
brands, right?
It's everybody. It's everybody. All three brands, plus like the guys who aren't on TV. Like basically anybody is up for grabs.
Which actually is exciting to be because what if Seth Rollins goes to NXT?
Oh,
See, we didn't think about that because I totally forgot that NXT is involved.
okay. So okay.
What if this helps NXT get better?
That's true. Like you put a few main roster stars who really don't need to be in the title picture right now, but that are still over. Like, let's be honest, the Street Profits could go to NXT.
You honestly, man, going to NXT is probably like one of the best freaking decisions.
I mean,
'Cause
look what it did for Finn Balor.
Yeah, NXT was always my favorite, and it still pisses me off that I can't enjoy it at times because I still catch it like watch the video clips, but it's like if the draft does help NXT and we get like big guys going and females going, I'll watch it just to see how it goes.
Hey, brothers. Hey, Jordan.
What's up, Jordan?
And see, when it comes to the draft, we talk about somebody not doing something who could really help the division. Put Alexa Bliss on NXT.
Yeah, I can see that because like
Ricochet is a single star.
put him on NXT.
And fucking. So yeah, let's actually restart this. Alexa Bliss and Ricochet for NXT. That would be my first two picks there. My first male and female pick for SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Bianca Belair. I think it's time for her to switch brands. And fucking Roman Reigns and Nikita Lyons on Raw.
I could see that. For NXT, I would put Ricochet and Liv Morgan.
I got the One Shot Killer's Cup today. Hey, his mug delivered today.
Thank you, good brother. We appreciate that, man.
Thank you, brother. Man, I hope you're enjoying that, bro. Heck yeah.
For real, man. We appreciate you again, Jordan. Seriously.
Yeah, for real, bro. Thank you. But yeah, so now that we know NXT's involved, does that change your picks at all?
He did for sure say like they're involved though, right? Because he said everyone, but I don't know if that's NXT. Like
I don't know if NXT the brand itself is in, but he said everybody is up for grabs. Literally everybody.
I would think NXT, like.
Right. And so, I mean, people may not be drafted to NXT, but I could see people being drafted from NXT. Like, for example, Indy Hartwell. She just won the women's title. Big congratulations, long overdue. But I could honestly see Indy Hartwell brought to the main roster.
I would like that, man. It's long overdue, man. Seriously. But would you... Since the draft is coming up, would you split up the championships?
I would split the titles.
Like, so how would you split up Roman's title?
See, I would have him honestly face Cody 1-on-1. Yeah, I would have him see. Yeah, I would have him face Cody 1-on-1, lose the WWE title, keep the Universal. I would have maybe Sammy and Kevin just hand over a set of tag titles. I don't know. It's not going to look right at first. It's not going to look right until once we get things in motion.
Or maybe
But
they just lose the Raw titles.
I don't want to hurt their momentum ever.
Yeah, but in a way it wouldn't because they still have a set of titles.
I mean, that's true.
Like they just have, you have to like. I would rather them lose it than just do what Becky and Charlotte did when they just handed over the titles. Like that was stupid.
And I agree. And like, be honest with you, I don't want that, but I could see something like that happening. And fucking, but either way, regardless of how you do it, it's kind of gonna suck until you get shit in motion. So whether you hand over the titles, they lose the titles. Everybody's gonna have their little complaints until things get in motion. So for me, I would say honestly, just split up the titles as quickly as you can. Maybe hold a tournament for new champion. Hey, yes, just take away one of the titles each. Like take away the Universal title and the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Hold a fucking tournament for that shit. You know what I mean? And fucking you let people fight for it. And fucking maybe like Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams will end up winning the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, and I can see Cody Rhodes, WWE Champion, Roman Reigns Universal Champion.
What if Roman surrenders the WWE Championship and we get a tournament?
Well, then all I hope is that Cody or Drew McIntyre win one of those two names specifically, please.
Or if I have to pick a third, LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not ready. Not yet.
Yeah, but if I want, yeah, true, but he needs to be a champion of some sort.
Oh, yeah, he needs to be United States or Intercontinental Champion for sure, but he's not
Gunther's
ready.
got the IC, so take the title from Austin.
Yeah, Austin Theory I don't really care much about.
He's good, but LA Knight is better.
And fucking so, I mean, he got all of that, and I just, but yeah, I would say, yeah, take the title off Austin Theory, let Gunther have the Intercontinental Championship, LA Knight with the U.S. Championship,
Yeah,
the WWE title, Roman with the Universal title, fucking Kevin and Sammy with the Raw Tag Team Championships. Like I said, Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. And then you already have Rhea and Belair as SmackDown and Raw Women's Champions. So it would, and look, those sound like great championship lineups.
for real, man. I agree. This is gonna be exciting. Like, I'm very excited for this. At first I was kind of nervous, like I said, because I did not know what this man was gonna say. I thought he was coming out there to say something else, and honestly,
that's what everybody did because for some reason everybody automatically thinks the worst when we can't confirm. We don't work there, so we can't ever confirm nor deny anything that's ever happening. And that's why I hate when people always think the worst, like, because it's just like, wait for it to happen. Because right now, everybody, and I get it's a scary time, but everybody is like freaking out and not even giving shit time to get into motion. Like Endeavor just bought the company and all this. It's just
WWE screwed over the fans many times, man. A lot of us have reasons.
Well, that was previous ownership.
No, I'm talking about like the WWE has been like very sneaky. Like they've always
with previous ownership.
I guess, yeah.
And so, that's the thing that a lot of people are not hearing. Vince does not own WWE. Vince has no real power in WWE. It can be taken
I'm talking about years ago. I'm not talking about now.
That's what I'm saying. That was in the past with previous owners. There are new owners now. And that's why I'm saying, like, instead of worrying about it, just give it a little time. A little time.
I don't know.
And like that's the thing people are not really clicking in their heads. Like Vince does not have real power. He's working for somebody now. He does not own the company now. So at any time, Vince McMahon can be fired just like any other employee. At any time, Vince can be forced to step down. At any time, like any other employee. That's the difference between the
But will
old
he?
WWE and the new WWE.
But will he?
But will he is two different things. He's got multiple investigations on him. And if any of them came back true, especially the rape charges, Endeavor would be quick to get rid of him.
I hope. I just know how he is. He gets away with shit almost every single time.
Fair, fair.
Like, he gets away with almost everything, man. Like, he's come back from so much shit.
Yeah, I know. It really surprises me because anybody else, they were already gone. So
Yeah,
it's just.
but this.
I mean, look, Velveteen Dream was sending fucking dick pics to little boys, and you know he still ain't came back. I think he got arrested for doing coke. Vince fucking raped a referee in the limo in the '80s. Nobody said shit.
Just take this man away, please, and just let Triple H run this company. I guarantee you, man, that company would be so much better if Triple H is actually gonna be in charge of this draft. Because I'm still very all about it. I still don't believe it's fully Triple H. Because on SmackDown, man, there were some segments I still didn't like. I watched it over, and it was just some parts I was like, all right.
No, that show was written by Triple H. It's confirmed. And that's the thing. And that's the thing. Triple H doesn't have perfect booking. And when fans see that, they go, oh, it must be Vince because we love Triple H.
Yeah, but the only things I've seen of Triple H's bad booking is Damage Control for sure. Like, I know for sure he's booked them to this trash.
Bray Wyatt.
That's another one. It's sad. My two favorites.
You know, and I mean, and Johnny Gargano.
I heard he actually didn't want LA Knight to have or he didn't want LA Knight to be on Mania or something like that. I seen.
No, that was Vince. Yeah, night 2 of WrestleMania was Vince booking. Night 1 of WrestleMania was Triple H booking.
No wonder it was trash. See, you could totally tell the difference. You could tell in the beginning of SmackDown it had wrestling. You always know it's Triple H. And then
20
you
minutes on
what?
Raw. And then on Raw, you have a 20-year promo.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. That's the sports entertainment, and that's the pro wrestling. That's Triple H.
Oh, yeah. And so that's what I mean. It's like, and even if when you look at night 1 of WrestleMania, it was not perfect. Like, it was damn near perfect, but it wasn't perfect. And so, and that's the thing that I always find a little funny, a little bit aggravating, is like, I get it. I love Triple H too. But at the same time, he's a person. His booking is not always going to be perfect. You know,
just like Tony Khan.
Exactly. Tony Khan's a great booker, but that doesn't mean everything he does is gold.
Yeah. Some people have, like, some days are good, some days are bad. It's not like we're not, if we ran a company, we're not going to have every single day the greatest freaking day.
Oh, absolutely not. But now, if you're really good, you know when to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know when to push the really good matches. And that's something that I'd say Triple H is always better at, is that he makes the pay-per-view, even when Raw and SmackDown don't feel all that big, he makes the pay-per-views feel really big.
I agree. Like I said, man, I'm hoping, after what we've seen from last Monday, I'm not really wanting to see Raw as much. I'm excited for next week's SmackDown because I want to see the draft and see what they're going to do with it. But it's like, if Vince is running Raw on Monday, oh gosh, 3 hours of hell.
And that's what I don't want. And right now, his Endeavor is more on the side of Triple H than they are Vince McMahon.
Hopefully,
I hope we keep it that way.
Pray, man. I seriously hope and pray.
And so, I mean, you know, that's all we can do, brother. That's all we can do. But shit, you can't let that old fart get you down. You know what I mean? You can't let him.
He does, though. He does.
And like, honestly, though, think about what you want to see out of this draft. Like, if you had to say 3 things you would really like to see out of this draft, what would it be?
I just want to see the championships separate. I want to see, like I said, the championships need to be separate. Sammy and KO just have the SmackDown. Let the Raw titles be on Raw. Roman has the Universal, and then the WWE title. Bring back the World Championship on Raw, and then SmackDown have Roman trade with the Universal title in a garbage and bring back the old WWE title.
Exactly, because the current WWE title and the Universal title are ugly.
Trash.
I want the big gold.
Yes, man, the one right in the back.
Yes, sir. That's, to me, the real world championship. You know, it always has been, always will be. And so
the Skull title too.
Oh yeah, Stone Cold's.
Yeah.
And fucking, like, I hope that they get rid of those ugly ass belts and we get some new ones. And honestly, I would say I want to see. All right, so the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era, they always had 6 main eventers. And at any time, like, look, even when Triple H tore his quad, you know, and he's a big name at that time, 2005, you know, and it was when he was supposed to have the rematch against Cena at 22. We didn't need that match because we had other main eventers. You know what I mean? We need this in WWE because, look, when Cena left, it felt like there was nobody. Now, when Roman leaves, guess what? Feels like there's nobody. Fucking, you got to build up at least 6 main event talent. Fucking 3 heels, 3 baby faces, so that if one guy gets injured, we have other guys to work with.
Heel Bobby Roode goes back to NXT with the glorious theme song. As well as Shinsuke Nakamura, because I just have a feeling he's not going to be booked as great when he comes back. I hope, but it's like, last time when Triple H was booking him, he didn't book him as good, and I just don't know if he's going to book him again.
What about how Vince booked him?
Oh, that was even worse.
Think about this, bro. He goes back to NXT and becomes the champion. Because I think that's what NXT is missing is guys who are more. Yeah, and this is the thing about having a show with only young talent. You're not experienced, and you need to face experienced talent.
And there's just some of them that I don't connect with. Like, I feel like they're just not. They're not like. They're there for the money in ways. Like, they're not really there for wrestling.
Yeah, fair enough. But
like, there's just a lot of them I could see that are just not there for freaking. Like, I believe Carmelo Hayes is probably there for the wrestling because he's really, really, really good. Braun Breaker's really good too, so I could see him being for the Braun
Breaker was raised into business.
I don't know. There's just Jade. I like Jade too.
Well, Cora Jade was an independent wrestler. So was Roxanne Perez.
Yes, I like those. But
the Creed brothers, they were amateur wrestlers.
I don't know. I didn't really watch that stuff, to be honest.
Julius Creed, and I forget what's his brother's name. They're in the Diamond Mine.
Yes, I don't watch NXT, man. I'm not like close with those names. Like,
but
I barely.
You know, there are some actual guys on the roster and girls with wrestling backgrounds, whether it be amateur or pro. They have wrestling backgrounds, and now there are some guys, you know, NXT has always done it, you know what I mean? WWE's always done it. They hire someone who's hot, Kelly, and and then they push them in your face for a title.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, no, like, no, she's hot, but I don't want to see her wrestling every single time with the title, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair's not hot.
I'm not saying she's hot, but she's always chasing after the title. Like, that's another thing I've had a problem with her, bro. Like,
every time she goes away, the minute she comes back, it's for the title.
Yeah, like, if she just came back and was in a normal feud for like 2 years and then chased the title, fine. I would actually dig that, but it's like she comes right back for that title.
It's almost She doesn't know how to be on the back burner. But to me, Charlotte's the greatest heel in the business because fucking she has real heat and
But it's
fucking
not good real heat. That's not no.
it
See, I
doesn't
don't believe. I'm
it, no,
sorry, bro. I don't,
it doesn't matter. It's not supposed to be good. Nothing about it is supposed to be good. Like you're not supposed to cheer a heel. You're supposed to want them gone. You're supposed to want to see them die.
I
Like
don't want to see her. Period. Period.
if I was a heel, I would hope that people in the crowd wanted to stab me. That's how bad I would want them to hate me. If I was MJF, I would feel like a failure because fucking I got people cheering and shit. I'm not trying to make you cheer. I want you to want to slit my throat because I am that bad of a person in that ring. And I
Yeah,
just
but
your favorite.
it's different when I want to see MJF go away for a little bit, maybe for a month, if that. But Charlotte, I don't want to see ever. Like I'm not lying. I'm not a fan of Charlotte. I won't deny that she's good, but I don't want to see her on my TV. They have just exposed her too much on my TV that I'm always freaking seeing Charlotte.
Here's the funny thing: if they ever released her, she would just be brought to AEW.
Oh gosh, no.
And you know Tony Khan would hire her.
Yeah, that's like freaking. That's almost like saying Goldberg is going there, bro. No.
And oh my God, you know everybody loves that Goldberg.
If he
Like
ever
just,
goes to AEW, bro. Oh my god.
like just imagine this, brother. You've got your weed, you've got your food, you've got your Mountain Dew. You're ready for AEW Dynamite, and then you hear boom, 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 boom.
I would boo that TV and probably give it a stunner.
That or just imagine this one. I've thought about this one too. So you like when Eric Bischoff and Vince shook hands. If you've seen on AEW, Tony Khan and Vince McMahon shaking hands.
I would like that.
You would like Tony Khan and Vince McMahon on the same TV screen shaking hands in 2023.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay, I'd hope not. We want Roman Reigns to face Braun Breaker on NXT. I would take that.
You said weed almost.
And Goldberg
Sucks.
Will be
overrated.
Will be
I'm not
in
joking when I say that.
I'm hyped. Oh, I know you're not. I just find it funny. Rick Steiner's son, Braun Breaker, should go to Raw or SmackDown. I would probably say for Braun, I just feel like with the way they'll push him, Monday Night Raw. And, like,
Yeah.
you know, that's one thing
But
I
then
hate.
Bronson's on there. So I would say SmackDown.
Bronson Reed?
Yeah, you don't want to have two big machines on there because then he's going to go after my boy Bronson. And then I'm going to boo Braun.
Well, okay, so, yeah. Okay, so maybe you do put him on SmackDown. And I'm sorry, if you made him a dominant heel and you know, like, like his physique and his power, you have him go up against Seth, like a star like Seth Rollins, I think that would get him over shit.
Or even Gunther, bro. What if he went after Gunther?
Or he just beat the shit out of Little Ricochet.
Oh no, not my poor Ricochet.
Well, I'm sorry. When you have a Jack, like 7 foot tall, 6'5", like
and you can't teach that.
Can't teach that. You just got to have Little Ricochet get tossed, pounced, run around. You know, made him look like a rag doll.
Hashtag bring back Enzo and Cash. I want my boys.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'd love that, honestly. I know there's a lot of fans who wouldn't, but I would. And I'm glad Raw and SmackDown is back. Draft again. Yes, sir. Same. And they're saying this is quote unquote the biggest draft in WWE history.
I'm quoting that motherfucker on that, man. He better not lie to us.
Well, in 2018, you're the authority, so.
Oh, yeah. So, see, he's already lied to us many times, so I won't be shocked. Bronson
Reed versus Braun Breaker. I think it would be a good match, but let's be honest, Breaker would probably
Bronson. But I want my boy Bronson.
Oh, I know I would too. I'm just gonna be honest. Who would go over?
Breaker, because
And that would be
he's Super Cena in a muscled up version of him, like a bigger muscled up.
right. He's like John Cena on steroids.
Yeah.
And does Judgment Day split up into draft? I could see
No,
it. They've
I
been
don't want
teasing
it.
Rhea. They've been teasing Rhea as a babyface for a while, so possibly.
Send them all to SmackDown. That's what I say. All of them goes to SmackDown.
True, you send all the Bloodline to Raw, fucking the Hurt Business to Raw. See, we
Bobby goes to SmackDown with the Hurt Business reunited. What if? Oh, the Hurt Business and Judgment Day on the same. Oh.
Now imagine that in a War Games match.
That would be awesome, bro. See, that's another thing. They were doing the Hurt Business, and then it just stopped.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because Vince
Vince
stopped.
McMahon.
And not only that, Triple H wants to bring back the Hurt Business 2.0.
No, I hate hearing that. No, I want original two, or no, not the two. I want the original Hurt Business.
Think about this. You could have Omos.
No,
Hurt Business.
No, I'm sorry, man. I'm old school. I'm like those people that like the original movies. I like Joyride, the first one with Paul Walker in it. I like the first ever Jurassic Park, 1993 movie. I like Jeepers Creepers 1. Like it's always
Jeepers
the first
Creepers 3 sucked.
Yeah, no, that's why I said 1.
Yeah, Jeepers Creepers 3 sucked, bro.
I haven't seen the 4th one yet, so I can't really say if it sucked.
But when I do see it, it's probably good. Like I'm just gonna be honest. The second was all right. The third sucked.
Second was good. I don't know what you mean about all right.
I preferred the first. The first is one of my favorite movies of all time.
It is, but the second's not bad.
But I would probably say the fourth. I want to say I have hope for, but I'm not sure. But now, I know some people say that like the originals are better, but I grew up, for example, with Star Wars. I grew up with the prequels. So,
yeah.
like, be honest, when you watch it, would you ever see 1, 2, and 3, or 4, 5, and 6?
1.
See? And that's the sequel. 4, 5, and 6 came out first. And Braun Breaker will be better on SmackDown because SmackDown have more juice. Well, see, and we're not doing that. Like, you can scrap this current SmackDown roster away. Trash it. I'm drafting like completely different rosters. I do not want Raw to feel like the same shit. I don't want SmackDown to feel like the same shit. I don't want NXT to feel like the same dumb shit. Like, it's all getting reworked.
Change the theme songs. I want freaking music that's fucking gonna get me hyped for Raw and SmackDown. I want freaking new stage sets. I want, like, dude, make this feel like a fresh new beginning of this company. Not just like they've done the draft many times and they've screwed it over. And like I don't want it to be like that this time.
And bro, you said it right on the head. Like, make it feel different. Because we don't need to feel like we're still in 2022 WWE. I'm trying to forget about it.
Yeah.
You know? So
bro, bring back freaking the old Monday Night Raw theme song. I don't even care if it's copying it. Go back to the freaking 2004 theme song.
Yes. Shit. The fucking Dad is gonna say the 2008 one where it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Never giving up. Whoa, never back down. Whoa. I want to know the destination. Yeah.
Like, bro, I missed that, or SmackDown having that.
Bring back the fist on the freaking show. Triple H.
Yes, sir. Please. Joe wants to get fisted.
No, my God, this clown. The freaking fist on the SmackDown. This idiot. This clown. Where'd you go, good brother? There you
are. I just had to give myself a minute. The way your eyes popped when you said no. That was funny. No. Yeah. Yeah. Oh shit. The Hurt Business versus the Judgment Day will be special. Yes, sir.
I
And
agree.
you know what I'd like to see out of that match because I think it'd be awesome? Shelton Benjamin versus Finn Balor.
Ooh. Oh man,
Mhm.
Shelton's always been the EV or the MVP of the freaking Money in the Bank. So
And
like, dude,
I want him to get his theme song back. Ain't no
ain't
stopping
no
me,
stopping
no.
me, no. Ain't
You
no
can't stop the
stopping
band. No stop. Like, bro, he needs that back.
For
And so
real,
does
man.
Johnny
Like,
Gargano.
honestly, yeah, Johnny needs his song back for real.
Because music is so important in wrestling. I don't know if y'all really understand this, but music is important in wrestling.
Take away Karrion Cross's music, he was a jobber with a freaking stupid crown thing on his head.
Oh yeah, and he was in a bondage suit.
Yeah,
Fucking. But you take away, like for example, the snake away from Jake Roberts.
nothing.
You take away the beer and the middle fingers from Stone Cold.
Nothing.
Right. See what I mean? It's like, you need these things sometimes.
That makes
And
Stone
I
Cold.
saw Jurassic Park at the theater in 1993. So hype.
Hell yeah, man. I wasn't born for another freaking 6, 7 years, so I wasn't. Yeah, I missed. Damn, that's
5
awesome
years.
though. Yeah, 5 years.
But man, imagine being in the theater when it first came out.
Lucky Jordan, seriously, bro. You got to see the
Like, damn.
first ever movie that came out of this.
And now he's got to grow up with the series too. Like, damn, bro, you are blessed, man.
For real,
Blessed.
man.
And see, WWE good again. Let go that PG era. It's horrible.
I agree, they need to, but honestly, I don't think they will because
I think they would merging with the UFC. Why not?
Yeah, true. I hope they do, but it's like you never know with them. Like I really do hope because the PG era just sucks. Like give me some violent, give me some freaking blood, give me some freaking cursing, just give me some good shit like the old days when I was growing up.
Speaking of the old days, I work with fucking children. I can't fucking stand this whole locker room. And in 2023, it's nobody's business who I'm friends with.
Oh my god, this guy.
You miss the old days for AEW? Did that bring you back?
I do miss the old AEW days.
I'm not about with CM Punk.
Yeah, actually, I miss CM Punk being in AEW.
Oh damn! I was joking at first. And AJ Styles versus Darby Allin. It will be a flying epic match.
Damn. Oh my gosh, AJ versus Darby. That would be a hell of a. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Think about how epic that would be.
Dude, holy shit. Let's go, AJ.
You know what I'd like to see? John Moxley versus, fuck it. Moxley versus Rollins and a lights out.
Yes.
I just think that would be a lot of fun. Shit. Me and my brother had the toys of Jurassic Park. So much fun, and thank you, bros. You two are blessed too. Thank you, good brother.
Appreciate you, man. That's awesome.
And yes, sir, JoJo and Brandon, WWF Attitude Era was epic, and the 2000s Ruthless Aggression Era was so great.
Yeah, see, I grew up more in the Ruthless Aggression era. Like, I was watching from 2000, I want to say 2000, late 2002, early 2003, around there. That's really when I can remember fully.
So for me, it would be early 2003 to the present day.
Yeah, I agree. It's like, damn, thinking about that, man, that's like, for me, 23, 24 years, 25, almost around. I've been watching this.
All right, so almost just about your whole damn life.
Yeah.
And that's how it is for me, my earliest memory of it, like I said, comes when I was like 2 or 3. But, Like I said, my pawpaw was a wrestler, and then my grandma valeting Hogan, and then my mom and my dad growing up fans. You know, it just kind of pushed. It's always been in my life.
I agree. I do miss my old childhood just because the old days when the draft was around, bro, it was so special. It was a 3 hour show every time.
And the 3 hour shows every week. You got them when it was special.
Yeah, so when you get a 3 hour show, it's like, yes, you get 3 hours now, not just two.
And nowadays, it's like, oh, god damn it, 3 hours of Raw.
Yeah, it's like, I wish they would just stop. I hope Triple H changes that when they do the draft. They go back to 2 hours, and then when the next draft happens, that's when we get 3 hours, or the King of the Ring tournament, or something like that.
True, and I hope, you know what I'd hope to see? Vince McMahon just get arrested, retire, something, and then he's out in the business. No more Vince McMahon.
For good. Na 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 na. Hey hey hey.
And then just imagine, then the week after he gets arrested, you hear, "Welcome to the Queendom." Like, bro, it's Stephanie McMahon's back.
Oh, that'd be awesome, bro. This is my thing, though. I want WrestleMania 40 to be held by Sami Zayn winning the gold, all the big marbles. It's 40 years, bro. You know what happened at 10 years ago? At 30?
20, yep, Daniel Bryan won. 20 years ago at 20, Chris Benoit won. 30 years ago at WrestleMania 10, Bret Hart won.
3 freaking indie darlings.
And all technical masters of the business.
It's Sammy's time. If it's not Sammy, it's got to be someone in that type of freaking category, because that's the only way.
True. Hold on. My little church thing's popping up, so I normally do my prayers and private, but and I have an ad for to invest in the cannabis industry, which I want to do. Yeah. But I'll give everybody this verse. For ye are all the children of God, by faith in Christ Jesus. For as many of you as have been baptized into Christ have put on Christ. That's Galatians 3:26. And what that means is it is our faith in Jesus Christ that qualifies us as children of God. When we believe in the death and resurrection of Jesus, who did all this so that we could be saved, we are accepting the new life he has given us. This is a life of redemption and a life as sons and daughters of God, to be separated from after the fall of man. We have now come into a life of righteousness and holiness. And so, it's just like that's the one verse is like, especially with it being day after Good Friday. It's a reminder that, Good Friday is to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus. And, he died on the cross for you. So when this is talking about, we are saved through Christ, it's because the blood that was shed so that we can be free. It's just like when a soldier goes to war. When that blood is shed, it pays for your freedom.
I 100% agree.
And so, I always really like that. And so I got this little church app on my phone that has me pray and stuff. And that was the nightly verse. But let that just be a reminder. Anybody going through anything? God died for you. You may feel like nobody cares about you. You may feel like you're always alone, but I promise you there's somebody who loves you.
And if they don't, we do.
Exactly. And we need insurance back in wrestling. So much history. Wait.
Yes. Wait, what do you mean by insurance?
There are entrances. Cody Rhodes has got more pyro than anybody.
Yeah, that's crazy in my opinion.
I fucking love it though. And let's see. Happy Easter, bros. We thank you. Jesus is King of bravery. Yes, sir.
Happy Easter almost.
I'll tell you something. That doesn't mean he wasn't afraid. Because if you look at the night before he was arrested, He was nervous. He was scared. He was asking God, is there any other way out? But let not my will be done, let yours be done. And he was also trying to get the disciples to pray so they would not fall into temptation. But they did. And then when Jesus is arrested, Peter denies him 3 times because he was scared of being arrested with him. So, I mean, bravery is not because you never become afraid. Bravery is because when you are afraid, you still do the thing you're afraid of.
Bro, there's been so many times I've had to do things I didn't want to do. Like I was kind of nervous to do.
And then after you did it, though,
I felt better.
Exactly, like it's not that bad.
Yeah, like I used to be scared to go on freaking Ferris wheel. I'm not gonna lie.
Uh-huh.
I kind of had like height problems, but I did go on it, and it wasn't anything I thought it was. I don't know. I was being a little bitch.
Same. Like, I'll be honest with you, bro. This is true shit. I can get my mom out here to confirm it. Fucking, when I was 13, we went to Universal Studios, and they have this part in it called Dr. Seuss Land. And it's for children, obviously. And fucking, there was this, like, what looked like to be a roller coaster high above the buildings. And I'm blind, so people appear smaller, things appear smaller when I don't have my glasses on. I thought like we were about 30 fucking feet up in the air. I was freaking the fuck out. There was 5-year-olds getting on this goddamn ride, and I wasn't. And I raised so much hell. I got me, my dad, and my sister kicked off the ride because I didn't want to be on it. Well, a week later, my older brother, my sister, my mom, my dad, we all go together, and my mom and my brother get me to get on this ride, and fucking, it turns out to be a train that goes about 2 miles per hour, just taking you through, through the park, and it goes about like that fucking fast. I looked at my mom and I said, I am so sorry. I feel like a jackass. Then she goes, you should.
Damn.
Yeah. So, I mean, but when I did it, though, I felt silly, you know what I mean, for being afraid. Yeah. Just because you're afraid doesn't mean you stop. Because a lot of times, just like with that ride, when you do it, you feel better. You just got to take the chance. And let's see. The Bible says no man cannot survive that pain. Only Jesus did. Amen. Jesus never sent us a man. Jesus took on the sins of the world. There were other men that were crucified, but Jesus did not survive, brother. He died and then came back from the dead. All right? He was resurrected from the dead. And he resurrected himself. So he conquered death. Now, death has a near 100% record. You know what I mean? 99.9%. Jesus was that 0.1%. And when Jesus did that, he made a way for people to access the kingdom of God that was taken away from them by Adam's fall. So when it's not because you don't get to heaven because you're a good person. I hear a lot of people our age or younger that go, oh, I think I'm going to get to heaven. You ask them why? Because I'm a good person. I do good things. That's not what gets you to heaven. You know what I mean? Like Moses was a murderer. Peter denied him 3 times. Mary was a prostitute, and an alcoholic. These things, and they all did, and they still got to heaven. You were brought to heaven by the gift of salvation, not your own works. So that's a big thing. So when I hear people go, oh, you got to be perfect, you got to be this, you got to be that. No, you don't. You do not got to be any way. God will take you exactly how you are, and he will make you better. You don't have to be better than go to God. That's where a lot of people mess up. And
yeah,
Jesus wants humans to walk by faith and not by sight. And that's true. And you got to have faith. Because, all right, I'm going to give you this, and this is the last thing I'll say before I get back on track with things, is look at Amazon, right? When you order a package, you know it's going to be sent to your house and the package is going to come. All right, and you have the date. Well, now same thing with God. When you ask him for something, no matter what it is, he boxes it up and he ships it out. But here's the deal with the package. He never tells you the day it's going to arrive. Because if he did, that takes away the one requirement he has, and that's your faith. So what he does, like if you ask God for $1 million, JoJo, and God said, JoJo, I'm going to have you $3 million on on April 18th, 2024. All this year, you would talk to everybody like they're crazy. Be like, bitch, I ain't got to listen to you. I got money coming. I got money. You know what I mean? Like, and so you tell everybody crazy. That's why God never tells you when the package is going to arrive.
I wouldn't be going crazy like that. There are people that do that, though.
Oh, man, I ain't even going to lie. If God said, Brandon, in 2 weeks, I'll give you $1 million, I'd quit my job.
I wouldn't tell shit. I'd be sitting there, and then the minute I get it, that's when I'll help people out that help me out.
Exactly. Always remember those who had you. And that's a big thing. But yeah, and that's why God doesn't tell us when the package is going to arrive. It requires your faith. Now, here's the thing. When you're not at home and you got to sign for the package and you're not there to sign it, the package has to go back. God only delivers to Faith Street. You have to have faith for the package to arrive. If you step off of, well, I don't see how Boulevard, he doesn't deliver there. And if you're not there to sign and receive the package, it's got to go back. So let that be something you think about. You know what I mean? Let that be something you think about. And being a Christian is loving God and following his laws, repent and go to heaven, never good works. Exactly. Your good works, he wants you to do good works. But even when a man is righteous, he is still filthy. All right? Just like a dirty rag to the Lord. Because the Lord is holy. And therefore, no matter how many good things we do, we can never be that righteous. So we are to repent, in which that means to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my anger. I'm sorry I lied. I'm sorry I stole. I'm sorry I yelled at this person. I'm sorry, Lord, I'm struggling to forgive this person. You go in repentance, and then he makes you clean. And that's the gift. That's why when you get to heaven, you can't say, oh, I earned my way to be here. No, you didn't. It was a gift. And, and that's the biggest thing. But Drew McIntyre versus Sting, baseball bat versus sword.
Damn. Let's go, Drew.
Oh, Drew! I'm sorry, Drew would beat Sting's old ass. Like, pa! Claymore kick right to the face. One, two, three.
Ring that bell,
brother. I'm going to tell you this now. What if Finn Balor were to go to SmackDown, and Cody's the WWE champion on SmackDown, and a couple months down the road in Cody's title reign, like say 6 months, Finn Balor beats him for the title.
I would love it. I would love it.
See, it's the things like that I hope we get out of this draft, brother. Like,
the last thing I'm going to say about the draft, I really hope this is a fresh start. And like I said, we get new things. Things happen. It's not just a draft and nothing. Like, I want it to feel special. Like, make this special. You said it's going to be the biggest draft of all time, basically. Like, you have to mean that. Like, do not fuck this over.
Yes, 100%. I agree with that 1,000%. And now we get to talk about this. What is up with the contract of Drew McIntyre not written on SmackDown? They got no plans for him as of the moment going forward. And he's unhappy with creative, and he's reportedly unhappy with the contract they offered him.
I heard that he possibly is wanting to stay and just get his contract done with and then leave right after it's over. That's what I heard on Facebook. There's a bunch of reports saying it, but you never know if they're true.
True. So, like, be honest, brother. Do you see Drew leaving or staying?
Do I see him leaving? No. Would I be shocked if he left? No. Like, the way they've treated him, like, ever since he lost to Roman, he's done nothing, really.
I agree, and that really hurt his momentum. He went from being like the number one, maybe number two babyface to now just kind of being back down the card.
Yeah, like, I feel like he should have had that moment against Roman, and after that, they failed. Like, they done nothing with the dude. And now it's like
Roman's title reign has hurt so many guys. Edge, WrestleMania 37. That was 10 days to the year he retired. I mean, 10 days to the day he retired. 10 years to the day he retired. All right? And he broke his neck for this company. And he was gone for 10 years. And then 10 years later, he is in the main event of WrestleMania 37. Should have won. Didn't. All right? Finn Balor, Demon, Extreme Rules. Should have won. Didn't. Drew McIntyre, Clash at the Castle. Should have won. Didn't. And then lastly, Cody Rhodes should have won. Didn't.
And it's also like Drew needs to just turn heel and go back to NXT and just completely destroy everyone and take the NXT title and then just rebuild him. And then next year on the Raw after Mania, bring him back and actually really make us shocked for the Raw after Mania. Have Drew just completely destroy someone.
Oh, see, that would be awesome.
Like, just do something with the guy. And if you're not going to do something with the guy, let him go and let Tony or Impact or New Japan take over him.
Facts and bros. Bro. Dude.
Bro.
How about this? All right, this is something that goes both in the cannabis world and the wrestling world. So we've reviewed when we were on Spotify RVD CBD products on the show. And how about Rob Van Dam's CBD company has now it's done. And that's because two people who had important roles in the company were stealing money from it.
Where'd you hear about that? Because I didn't hear about that.
On Rob Van Dam's YouTube channel and official Instagram.
Damn. Really?
Yeah, I'll go to it actually real quick. And see real quick while I'm loading this up.
Bobby Lashley versus Wardlow. Hell yeah.
Oh, see now that would be badass. Bobby. All right. So, and it said, what happened to RVD CBD? And it says, thank you everyone for giving RVD CBD a chance. The amazing feedback made it was a successful venture, even with a couple of unscrupulous partners, Justin and Jesse, who brought it down by secretly funneling money into their pockets. If you would like to learn more, go to youtube.com/therealrvd.
Damn.
Yeah, so I mean, that's like the one wrestling news I had, but it's like, like think about that, bro. You go to start a weed business, and then that it has to be people you feel like you can trust, and then you find out that they're pocketing money for themselves.
That's fucked.
Like what the fuck?
Do you want to do a Backlash review tomorrow?
Fuck yeah.
2008?
What's the one? No. What's the one? Foley versus Randy.
Wait, who?
Mick Foley versus Randy Orton in their hardcore match. It was on a Backlash.
2005? No, 6. It was 2000. No. Yeah.
2004 or 3.
2004. It was 4. Yeah, 2004. Right after Mania.
Bet that's the one we're doing.
All right. Bet, I'm down.
And Drew McIntyre was on fire till he lost by The Miz, cashing his money in the bank. And a week later, The Miz lost to Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship belt.
So crap that was. That was like some shitty booking. Hot potato.
And you see Vince going, yeah!
So bad, man.
Let's see. Great, JoJo. I love it about Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, man. I really hope they do something with Drew, because if not, just like I said, send the guy out. It's that simple.
Facts. I agree, good brother. I agree. But is there anything else you'd like to leave us off with, good brother?
I'll probably find some more wrestling news for tomorrow with that Backlash. So you'll have Backlash 2004 review as well as wrestling news, because there's always going to be some more stuff. It's
Sure.
Sunday.
And with Vince McMahon being back, you never know what you're going to hear next.
For real, man. That's the sad thing.
And so, but yeah, that's all we had as far as I know for today. It was just the draft and, that little bit of RVD news. But it's just like, yeah, man, I mean, I got to admit, it feels like every Tuesday something's happening.
I hope not this week. Like, ugh.
Same, good brother, same. And and will be better Bobby Lashley winning the WWE Championship belt WrestleMania 37 against Drew McIntyre.
I felt like Drew should have won that match.
I agree. I think he should have. It was just the right call, unfortunately. But they didn't do it for whatever reason. I don't think Drew's ever going to get his moment, if I'm being honest.
Me either.
And it's sad. He carried the company through a fucking pandemic, and this is your thanks.
Bullshit. This would be good, though.
Oh, Brock Lesnar versus Powerhouse.
Powerhouse. Let's go Powerhouse.
Powerhouse Hobbs should beat Brock Lesnar's ass.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Now,
sir.
what if I said I had confirmation that Brock Lesnar was not winning the Cody feud?
I'd be happy. Cody needs to beat Brock.
And what if I said it came out of Brock Lesnar's own mouth? He said, and this is his exact words, we all want to be champion, but I'm getting to a point where I don't need to be champion. I'm getting too old to constantly be the champion.
That's good, though, because you don't need to be beating the champion. I wish he would have thought about that years ago. Pipe bomb.
And, CM Punk versus Finn Balor will be different.
Oh, hell yeah. I would love that. Oh,
man. CM Punk would whip Finn Balor's ass. I can see it.
For real, man. But, yeah, I'm probably going to head out of here.
All right. You got it. You got one. Sam, I'm out of regular weed, so it'll only take a second. All right. Please leave a comment, a like, subscribe. You guys have been fucking amazing. Thank you to everybody. 3, 2, 1, burn.
Ah! He's hulking up them lungs. He's ooh, ah, yeah. Dig it.
All right.
Smash that like button before you guys go.
Good night, everybody.